Hello again, and welcome back to another video. This is from a flea market haul on Father's Day. It was kind of a rainy, kind of just a bummy Father's Day. It's also Father's Day, so the markets weren't super busy. I did get 4 items. It costed me less than like 35 bucks for them all. But they are some, I'd say, pretty big ticket items. I do like what I found. We're gonna start off with this Ford GT Le Mans kit. I think I read that this is from 1969. So the golden age of cars, of the racing scene. Unfortunately, the model isn't complete. You have the bits and pieces, but I really just bought it for the box art. It is really, really nice. The box is kind of crushed, but that is just a beautiful image of the Ford GT. This costed me $1, so I couldn't pass that up. Moving on, we have a Civil Defense Auxiliary Fireman Handbook. So I do have a rather large civil defense collection. I will have to go through that one day in a video. But this, there's a date inside, I believe. It is in really good condition. I won't say it's in bad condition or anything. Oh yeah, December 1941. So it is pretty old. During the height of World War II. I don't have one of these, so this is a pretty good pickup. The thing with civil defense stuff at flea markets is either you find a bunch of it at once or you don't find any of it for like a year. So I did buy this. This was $2. But I also found a cap, a Civil Air Patrol pre-flight manual. It is a really thick book. This one doesn't have a date, but it does have a name of whose it was. Thomas Shalala. I'm not even going to tell about that name. I think that's what it is. But it is a very, very, very cool book. The visuals in there, really, really cool. Anything you would need to know, inspections, personnel, everything you'd need to know is in here. So this is pretty cool. I would imagine this is during the time of probably World War II, probably after, honestly, probably after World War II. It is a very cool book, and I will be hang on to this one. This was $5, and I would happily pay for that. It is a really thick book, and I've never seen this before. Like I said, this is going to be a perfect addition to my civil defense collection, and I will have to go over that in a video. I do have a lot of stuff from civil defense, so it would be a rather long video, but we will do that. The biggest ticket item is this gas mask, United States gas mask from World War II. For its age, it's in pretty alright condition. Everything's fine, besides the hose actually being rotted away from the canister. That's fine. This was $20. So I thought $20 for a World War II gas mask was fine. And I did notice on the bag, I did do some research. All over the bag, you will see the name Lieutenant Olson, Lieutenant Carl B. Olson. The bag also came complete with like the wipes and everything for the goggles. But everywhere on this bag, you will see that. It has the U.S. Army service, gas mask. Bag's all here, everything's all here. I did some research into the name Lieutenant Olson, and I did find out that he was a pretty big name in the Coast Guard. So he was part of the Coast Guard pre-World War II, during World War II, and post-World War II. He was actually approved by the Senate and the President to become a Rear Admiral of the Coast Guard. So he was a pretty high-up name. He was also technically a war hero. You don't throw that term around lightly, but he did get an award for being a war hero, even though it was not during a time of war. He flew out to ocean, or flew to an island or something to pick up an army, I think an army general or something like that, or an officer, somebody important in the army. He flew during a storm and at night to go pick him up to bring him back to the mainland to get treated medically. Apparently it was a big deal. He has his own Wikipedia page. He's in the Coast Guard Records and Archives and Notable People. So apparently he was a big deal. So that's just an added bonus to the gas mask. I bought the gas mask because it's a gas mask. It's cool. Who doesn't want a World War II gas mask? But it is just an added bonus that there is such a nice story behind it, behind the person he was. He didn't fight in the Pacific Theater, but he was on a Coast Guard search and rescue team. So that is pretty cool. This is probably something I'll be hanging on to. But if anybody knows like any descendants or relatives or anybody that would be related to him, let me know. Try and talk to them. I don't think that's going to happen, but it is a pretty cool gas mask and bag. He did die. He passed away in, I believe I read 1998. So he has been gone longer than I've been alive, but the story lives on, his gear lives on, and I will continue to display it. I'll tell his story to whoever I meet. It's just cool owning something like this. Anyway, like I said, yeah, for a rainy kind of bummy Father's Day, 4 items weren't bad, but they were kind of big ticket items. Like I said, I believe I spent under $35 for everything, so it was a pretty good week. I can't complain. But anyway, that is all. That's going to wrap this week up. And I hope you guys liked the video. Comment, subscribe. If you want to see other videos, comment what you'd like to see, and I could try and work making those. But anyway, yeah, thank you. So comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.